Oh man, so Bitcoin and Fantom are setting up for my next potential trade. You remember, if you're watching my last few videos, that in this sideways market, whilst Bitcoin and crypto is being particularly boring trying to create its sideways pattern, I'm more focused on trading to make an extra little bit of return. So we're going to go through my trade, my exact entry point, where I'm looking to trade this from. You guys can trade it with me. Links in description to PRIMEXBT, where you can get a bonus of up to $7,000 using my link. You don't even need to use your bonus, your deposit. You can trade with just that bonus. So use my link, get yourself set up, and you can trade this move with me. So what we got going on, just to give you some context before I go into the trade, I'm also going to touch upon Luna 2.0 at the end of this video, as well as NFTs, my thoughts on NFTs which are collapsing as well. So the issue we have with Bitcoin right now is we're forming this bottom, right? We've seen this bottom resistance line, which I'm going to show you a few times. We've been bouncing off it many times. So we could be heading in either direction, but when we do, I'm expecting it to be quite an explosive move. So that's what I'm preparing for right now. And this is going to be a great opportunity to trade this move as well. So let's get straight into the charts. As you can see, we've bounced off of this pivot point number 2, where the blue line is. That blue line, as we've spoken about many times on my videos, is sitting at about 28,600. You can see how many times we've managed to bounce here along this line. This is a really important level of support, and this is where the bulls do not want Bitcoin to fall below this level. We know this is an important level. We know a lot of people have their cost basis at this level, but remember, I shared various on-chain metrics suggesting why we could be falling a lot lower. Even when we're having the rally slightly to the upside, I kept maintaining we could potentially see lower price points, and maybe even 24,000. I'm not going to give any more scarier prices other than that. You can see the first point of call, because we have to take this step by step, is if we break to the downside, we could be heading to the bottom of the wedge, which is 26,200. That would be my price target if I was to short. I'm not going to be shorting. You guys know, if you've been watching this video, I don't like to short. I like to keep my positions long, and what I'm going to be looking for as a long position is if we do get a bounce from here, if we can get a nice bounce off this line and start heading to the upside, I'd want to trade this all the way up to the top of the channel here, sitting at 31. Now, please keep in mind, even though I'm looking to trade that up to the top side, it's only if and when I get confirmation of a move to the upside, when I can see a clear bounce off of this line. Because the most likely scenario, completely honestly, is to break this to the downside. I'm expecting this more often than not to break to the downside. So if you guys want to trade that, you guys can go ahead and trade that using the link in description, PRIMEXBT. Remember, up to $7,000 in bonuses on PRIMEXBT when you deposit. Use my coupon code IJAZA1 and you can trade just for free with that bonus. Now, that's what we're looking at here on Bitcoin. Now, if I go on over and take a look at Fantom, let's go find Fantom. Now, you'll see a similar thing playing on with Fantom. And what I'd want to see here, let's see if I can get a nicer chart here for Fantom. Let's use this one. There you go. We've got two things going on here. So I want you guys to focus on this smaller purple wedge. When we broke down, we then managed to get a bounce and run to the top of this green channel here. That was due to the Andre Cronje situation. We managed to run to the upside. We've since fallen and created a little bit of a bounce here at the bottom of the green channel. So we're in a really big wedge, which is bigger than this smaller wedge. But the small wedge is still important. The reason for that is the bounce we're getting, that horizontal line there where my cursor is this first pivot point from the purple wedge. Then you have your second pivot point here at 30 cents. Then you have the bottom at 24 cents. Those are the key levels if we break to the downside. So if Bitcoin breaks to the downside, I'd be looking at 30 cents and then 24 cents. Again, you guys can go ahead and trade that on PRIMEXBT. But what I'm looking for is the long situation. And if the long situation plays up, just because I don't like to short for my own reasons, then what I'd want to do is, if Bitcoin's going to run up to its channel to 31, which I just shared with you, then I'd want to be looking at Fantom running up to the top of the channel here, which would be a really nice bit of alpha here if this could run up to 40, 45, 46 here on Fantom. So there you have it, guys. Those are the trades I'm looking out for in this market. It's a crazy market right now. Don't forget, the majority, very clear, I want to be very clear with you guys so there's no confusion, the vast majority of my portfolio continues to sit in long holds. I'm continuing to dollar cost average in on blue chip plays. I'm not holding any speculative plays right now. I'm only holding large blue caps. You can see these guys are playing some cricket over there in the background. Don't know if you can see that, playing some test match cricket. Seems quite fun, a bit windy though. So I'm not doing any of those plays. I've got my long hold portfolio, I've got my blue chips, and I continue to dollar cost average in on those. I'm not going to stop doing that. This trading that I'm speaking of is a very small part of my portfolio, okay? Very important, and depending on on what I'm trading, it's going to be a small part of that small part of my portfolio. So if you guys want to trade, learn to do that. Take a small piece out of your long-term portfolio, something you're not going to mind if you lose. Have a play around with it. Learn how to trade. Learn how to put your stop losses, your take profits. We can walk through that. If you guys need help doing that, join our course member live streams. You can join them. We have 3 times weekly live streams where you can bring your questions, bring your chart patterns, show me the trades you're trying to make and what's going wrong, what are you doing well, what are you not doing well, and we can dissect that together through technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and the rest of it, okay? Now, what's my view on Luna? We've got also the Luna 2.0, guys. If you haven't watched my video from earlier, go watch that. You guys, again, if you want to, feel free to trade it, right? Feel free to trade it, which you can trade any asset. Strict stop loss, strict take profit, strict entry points, no emotions, right? That's fine. But to say you're holding this for long, it's an absolute meme coin at this point. Please understand, do not be holding this coin for the long run. And go watch my video from earlier. I explained the valuation you're buying at is extremely absurd. Extremely absurd valuation right now here on Terra 2.0, which has not proven itself at all and has a stigma attached to it. So please be very careful. I don't want to hear of any of you guys getting wrecked on this project again. Please don't do that. If you're trading it, if you're experienced, if you know what you're doing, fine, take advantage of the volatility, trade it, but treat it like you would any other meme coin, right? Treat it like a Safe Moon, treat it like a Shiba. I hate to say it, but that's how you should treat it. In and out, trade it if you want to. You know your experience, you're trading it, fine, take advantage of that. Now, let's talk about NFTs. NFTs taking a big hit. And guys, this is expected. I've been warning about this for a while because with NFTs, you've got to understand, NFTs are highly speculative right now. And the problem is, just like any great new discovery, there's always a good use case of that technology. But there's always people who want a quick buck who come in at the end and try to take advantage and just build poor, shoddy work on top of NFTs. And now everybody and their mum and taxi driver wants to create an NFT. And the reality is not everybody's doing a good job. Not everybody's trying to create use cases. Not everybody's trying to build that into their NFT with sound. You know, they're just not doing it. Just anybody's just spinning up a JPEG and commanding 10 ETH for it, like when they've just spun up a JPEG. That's not how NFT works. Now, I do think NFTs have a future. I think certain blue chip projects right now will continue to hold value, but the vast majority of them, you're going to get wrecked. That's why you can't afford, just like I'm saying with altcoins, to be in speculative, smaller cap projects. Same with NFTs. You can't afford to be in them. If you're in some of the big names, the ones everybody knows about, you're going to be just fine in NFTs. But if you're holding some other random garbage, it's going to be tough, right? So stay safe out there. Just like in the stock market, the cream rises to the top. And right now you're seeing that from the equities market. Everybody's rotating to profit. People want real stuff. We're not in a speculative market right now where people can afford to be in risky plays. Sorry for the wind, guys. Where they can afford to be in risky plays. They just want profit. They want cash on the balance sheet. And same for crypto. They want projects which have been there, done that. Same with NFTs. They just want the top. Everybody just wants quality. And that's what we're rotating into. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you appreciate this, smash up the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to trade using PRIMEXBT. Links in description. Up to $7,000 of bonuses. Make sure you take advantage of that, guys. They've been kind enough to offer that here for our community. At least take advantage of that bonus and enjoy trading on there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash up the likes and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.